Hi everyone, I am LaJoy and I am back with another word of encouragement from Babylon. We're going through the book of Daniel and we are on Daniel chapter 2. We will be starting in verse 13, going all the way to verse 23. And I'm reading from the NIV. So verse 13. So the decree was issued to put the wise men to death, and men were sent to look for Daniel and his friends to put them to death. When Arioch, the commander of the king's guard, had gone out to put to death the wise men of Babylon, Daniel spoke to him with wisdom and tact. He asked the king's officer, "Why did the king issue such a harsh decree?" Arioch then explained the matter to Daniel. At this, Daniel went to the king and asked for time so that he might interpret the dream for him. Then Daniel returned to his house and explained the matter to his friends Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. He urged them to plead for mercy from God of heaven concerning this mystery, so that he and his friends might not be executed with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. During the night, the mystery was revealed to Daniel in a vision. Then Daniel praised the God of heaven and said, "Praise be to the name of God forever and ever. Wisdom and power are his. He changes times and seasons. He disposes kings and raises up others. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to the discerning. He reveals deep and hidden things. He knows what lies in darkness, and light dwells with him. I thank and praise you, God of my ancestors. You have given me wisdom and power. You have made known to me what we ask of you, and you have made known to us the dream of the king." So this is encouraging to me because, one, Daniel had favor. Daniel was in a position to go to the king and ask for time. Time that the king was not willing to give to the enchanters. If you remember from what we talked about in verses 1 through 12, the king was like, y'all trying to delay and y'all trying to stall and I'm going to put you to death. But Daniel was able to go to this king and ask for some time, and the king granted it to him. That's the first thing. That's favor from God on high. The second thing that stands out to me in this passage is that he went to his friends and told them to pray. But once he went back and explained to them what the king said, he urged them, in verse 18 it says, he urged them to plead for mercy from the God of heaven concerning the mystery, so that he and his friends might not be executed with the rest of the wise men. So that says to me, you need to have some friends that can pray. You need to have a group of friends that you can go to and say, hey, let's get on one accord and pray. So Daniel could go to his friends because he knew that they were going to pray. And it's good to have a group of people who will get on one accord with you to pray in your time of need. Well, it was all of their times of need. All of them could have been killed because the decree had went out that all the wise men would be killed. And because Daniel went to his friends for them to pray, there was power in their unity. And this makes me think about Ecclesiastes 4 verses 9 through 12. And it reads, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken." This is evident in this passage of scripture because they prayed and they asked God to reveal the dream. And that's exactly what God did. That night, the mystery was revealed to Daniel in a vision. And then what did Daniel do when he received the answer? He gave God praise. So my words of encouragement for you today is know that you can still go to God in prayer. And prayer is powerful, especially when you don't isolate yourself and you get with a group of people who are on the same accord and y'all bombard heaven together. Prayer still works. Get you some friends that's going to pray. Surround yourself with people who can lift you up in times of trouble. Do not isolate when you are going through a rough season. Do not isolate yourself when the pressures of life get strong. Do not isolate yourself when you have been accused of something unfairly, when you are dealing with judgment that is unfair. We are living in a time where a lot of unfair and hard things are happening in the world. So seek the Lord for answers. And that's what we can take away from Daniel, that the Lord will answer when we call on him. So be encouraged today. I hope this bless you, and come back tomorrow as we continue through Daniel chapter 2.